Hello, welcome to Math with Mr. Dobrescu, to the rescue. Today we are going to continue with the Pythagorean Theorem. The Pythagorean Theorem is telling us that in any right triangle, the sum of the square of the length of the legs is equal to the square of the length of the hypotenuse. Okay, take a look. Leg A and leg B, right? The legs are the two sides that form the right angle. Leg A, leg B, both of these sides form the right angle. Right there, right there. This is 90 degrees, right angle. And the hypotenuse, C, is the opposite side from the right angle. That's the hypotenuse, the opposite from the right angle. And according to the Pythagorean theorem, A squared plus B squared should equal C squared. And we proved it last time in the last video. And today we are going to use this formula to complete a couple of examples. Let's take a look. Again, one more time. This is the Pythagorean theorem right here. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Let's look at the example now. Example 1. In this example, we need to find the length of the hypotenuse of this triangle. We have this side, which is our A, which is 5 meters. The smaller side, okay? And the other leg, which is 12 meters. And here we have also 90 degrees angle. And then we have the hypotenuse C. Always start with the Pythagorean theorem. We need to write the formula first for this problem. And the formula is A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Remember, this is the Pythagorean theorem, and we are going to use it. We proved it, but now we are going to use it to find the missing side, to find the hypotenuse C. Okay, let's take a look. Now we are going to substitute the values for A into this formula and the values of B into the formulas, and then we are going to find the C, the missing side. So instead of A squared, we are going to plug this one. We are going to plug the 5 into the A. So here we have 5 squared plus, instead of B, we are going to put 12. So we have plus 12 squared equals C squared, because we do not know the C. And then let's see what we have now. Okay, so let's continue here. So it's 5 squared is 5 times 5, which is actually 25. Plus 12 squared means 12 times 12, and that becomes 144 plus 144 equals C squared. Okay? Let's combine those two numbers together now. 25 plus 144, so we have 144 plus 25. Let's see what we get. 5 plus 4 is 9, 4 plus 2 is 6, and 169. So now we have here 169 equals C squared. And now we are right here. What do you think we should do next? We only need to find the C, but right now we have C squared. Therefore, we need to square root on both sides. We need to square root on 169, and we need to put the square root around C squared, because we only need to find the C. Remember, C squared means C times C. And C times C, if we square root C squared, we just get the C. C equals, right? Because square root of C squared is just C. And square root of 169, if you remember from your 6th grade, is 13. So C equals 13. And please don't forget to put the meters. 13 meters. And we are done. We use the Pythagorean theorem, A squared plus B squared equals C squared, to find our answer. And we found the hypotenuse. So the length of the hypotenuse is 13 meters. Final answer right there. Let's look at another example now, example 2. Now it's a little bit more different, because now here we need to find the missing length. The missing length, and the missing length in this case is actually another leg, the smaller leg in this case. It's not the hypotenuse, it's the other leg. But guess what? Should we always start with the Pythagorean theorem? Yes, we do. So let's write that down. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And again, let's substitute. Instead of A squared, we just put the A. We got to find this one. So A squared stays A squared plus, instead of B squared, we are going to put 2.1. 2.1 squared, centimeter squared, equals, instead of C squared, we are going to put 2.9. So here we have 2.9 squared. Okay, let's continue. Let's square this up. So in order to square that up, we got to multiply by the side here. 2.1 times 2.1. 2.1 times 2.1. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 2, 2. Don't forget the 0 place. 2 times 1, 2. 2 times 2, 4. Let's add them up. 1, 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4. And remember, it moved to the left. 2 places, 1, 2. And that becomes 4.41. So now we have A squared plus 4.41 equals, and let's multiply 2.9 times 2.9. Okay, let's see what we get. 9 times 9, 81. 1, carry the 8. 9 times 2, 18. Plus 8, 26. Let's continue. 0 place. 2 times 9, 18. 8, carry the 1. 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5. Let's add the top and the bottom. We have 0. 6 plus 8 is 14. 4, carry the 1. 5 plus 2, 7 plus 1, 8. And remember, we move 2 places. 1, 2, 8.4. 8.4. And we are right here. But we need to solve for A squared. So in this case, we are going to subtract 4.41. Let's subtract that. Minus 4.41 minus 4.41 on both sides. This will simplify, so we get A squared equals, let's do this by the side. We have here 8.4 minus 4.41. Don't forget the 0 place right here. We borrow from the 4, make 4 a 3, make 0 a 10. 10 minus 1 becomes 9. And then make this a 7, make this a 13. 13 minus 4, 9. And 7 minus 4 is 3. Let's check our work again. Let's see if we did it right. Let's take a look again. 4.41, and then we have 8.41. 8.4. Actually, this is supposed to be a 1 right here. This is supposed to be a 1. 1 plus 0, 1. Okay? 8.41. So we need to put a 1 right there. 8.41. So we got to go back a little bit here. Let's go back. Let's go back. And instead of that, we got to have 8.41. Okay? So 8.41. So we have 8.41 minus 4.41. Okay. Now it's a lot better. So bring down the decimal. 1 minus 1 is 0. 4 minus 4 is 0. 8 minus 4 is 4. Okay. So that's it. That's a 4. So A squared equals 4. And remember, we're not done yet because now we need to square root on both sides. Let's square root on both sides. Square root here, square root here. So we have A equals square root of 4 is 2. Right, exactly 2. So the final answer is 2. So the missing length is 2, and we call that centimeters. 2 centimeters, folks. That's it. We are able again to use the Pythagorean theorem to find the missing side of this triangle, which A equals 2 centimeters. And please remember, don't forget that one here, right? Don't forget that one here, right there. And then let's go back, and we were able to also find the hypotenuse, right? Again, using the Pythagorean theorem. Thank you all so much for watching. It was an exciting day today because we were able to use the Pythagorean theorem. We proved it in the last video, and we got the answers using that theorem. Again, a fabulous theorem you need to remember. Again, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Never forget that. Thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. All the best to you.